And today we're talking with Angela Barker about healthcare compliance. This is a hidden legal issue blind spot, whether you are the owner of a healthcare company or whether you are a patient of the healthcare company. You need to know that there's regulations and laws that healthcare company needs to be following. And so part of Angela Barker's business is to help that healthcare company comply with all of those regulations. Tell us about that.
Yes. So with Maxim Healthcare, we had internal auditors that would come out once a year to kind of get a pulse check of where we're at and identify any gaps in our processes so that we could fix them, come up with a plan of correction to fix those so that we could be in compliance. So I know some agencies may not have that internal compliance aspect. So at times when you're doing audits, you kind of get a little bit blind as far as you're seeing the same thing. So you need that outside person to come in and review the documentation with a new set of eyes. So we can look to make sure that your documentation shows medical necessity, that you're billing accurately, because OIG is coming in and trying to recoup money. And, if
what is OIG?
The Office of Inspector General. And so they are coming in. Also, MCOs are reviewing the documentation.
What is MCO?
Managed care organizations. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So they are coming in also to look at that documentation to see, does it support the care that's being provided and the codes that are being billed as well.
So you mentioned the previous company you worked for, Maxim.
Yes.
But now you own and operate Covenant
Legal Nurse Consulting.
Nurse Consulting. And so you can be that third-party auditor,
yes.
Not to turn them in to the authorities, but to help them correct whatever you find that's missing or that isn't going well.
Correct. So I can go through, do an audit to look at their documentation, their billing practices, and if there's any gaps that I find, I can help them put a plan in place to address those so that we can fix them before they face an audit, and especially from the state or a payer source audit. So we can put a plan in place and then help with administrative tasks. If they have any investigations that they need help with, I can also help with that as well. So sometimes they may have a patient injury or a patient death, and they're trying to get that, they need that assistance to look at that situation and see what could we have done differently to have prevented this from happening.
Mm-hmm.